Hello to all my fellow wandering souls out there. This is the Wandering Soul Tarot, and I am so glad to be back with another timeless pick a card reading. So, this pick a card reading is going to be for those of you who feel alone, burdened, who feel discouraged and hopeless in your path. So, this is for those of you who want to manifest your heart's desire or your dream, but you keep getting roadblock after roadblock, and it seems like you will never reach your destination, and you feel rejected, you feel disappointed, you feel as if you are not being supported by the universe, and you feel extremely burdened or bogged down by the challenge that you have to face. So we are going to see why you face this extreme challenge, or why you feel so unsupported and you feel all this burden weighing down on you. What is the reason for all this burden and challenges, and whether it means that you are not meant for the path that you are trying to manifest, or whether it's a challenge for you to keep going. So we are going to find the reason why, and we will also pull some tarot and oracle cards to see how you can overcome all these challenges. So yeah, we have 3 piles here as usual. So the way you are going to choose this pile today is going to be a little bit different. So you will choose the pile that reflects the emotion that you are feeling right now. So for pile number 1, we have the Scythe. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. But this is normally about harvest, about cutting ties, cutting what you no longer needed, and this represents rejection. So if you have been feeling rejected, say you want to get a new job, or you want to manifest a job that you desire, but you keep getting rejected, you receive rejection letter after rejection letter, then this is the pile for you. For the second pile, it's the Mountain, which represents blockage, insurmountable challenges. So if you feel like you have been trying your best, but you don't see any progress, or you just see very little progress, then this pile is for you. And if you feel burdened or isolated or alone or unsupported in your path, then this cross is for you. Okay, so yeah, choose the card that reflects the emotion that you are feeling right now in your path. And as usual, the timestamp will be in the description box below and in the comment section. So I will see you in your reading. Hello, my wandering souls who feel drawn to pile number 1, or this Scythe, I don't know how to pronounce it, but if you have been feeling rejection when it comes to manifesting what you desire, so you have been trying very hard to prove yourself that you are worthy of what you want to manifest, but people just don't get you, or they keep rejecting what you have to offer, then this reading is for you. We will see why this is happening to you, and then we are going to figure out how you can overcome this, or how you can turn the situation around. Okay, so I have some pre-shuffle and pre-pull oracle and tarot cards here, and we will clarify more with tarot cards later. So your first oracle card is Imagine. Your second card is Prosperity Lies Ahead. Your third card is Be Vigilant. Ooh, I'm just interested in the way this dragon is like fiercely protecting their fire, their passion, or their dreams. Like it's guarding the passion so that it will not be stolen, or his fire will not be stolen by someone else. It gives me a 9 of Wands energy in tarot. And we also have the 6 of Wands, more fire energy. And actually there is another card that flipped along with this one, and it's the 6 of Cups, which represent the inner child, the memory or nostalgia. So I think you are protecting or fiercely guarding a dream, a childhood dream that is very important for you. And it's like you will not take no for an answer. So let me find the 6 of Cups. Where is it? So I only took this one because it's the card that flipped, and the 6 of Cups is just flip alongside it. Yeah, this is the 6 of Cups. And also this card, so before I do today's reading, I tried to record a reading with almost similar topic, but somehow I didn't feel like, my energy was low, so I scrapped the recording. But the tarot card that appeared for pile number 1 is the Hierophant. So I don't know what this means. I guess we will see that later. But the Hierophant is like a figure of authority. So it kind of makes sense because we have the Scythe. I need to look how to spell it properly in English, so please excuse me for a bit. It's Scythe. So I think I was right at the very beginning. It's Scythe. So Scythe is like a selection process. It's like separating what is good from what is quote unquote bad. I said quote unquote because what is good and what is bad can be quite subjective. And you have been, for those of you who choose this file, you have been feeling rejection. And then we have the Hierophant card, and the Hierophant is usually about wisdom, authority, what is right and true. Okay, what is right and true. It's like a formula. And it's funny that we have a mummy here. So I wonder what a mummy has to do with the traditional meaning of the Hierophant. But I guess the mummy represents a ritual, right? It's an Egyptian ritual for burying the dead and preserving. Yeah, the mummies are basically, they are the corpses of the Egyptian royalties, which are being preserved, and it shows their status as important figure, as almost a near God figure, and that's why they are being treated differently from lay people. Their corpses were preserved with spices so that it will last forever. So the Hierophant here indeed represent an authority and legacy. And we have the 6 of Imps, or the 6 of Wands, and the 6 of Ghosts, and you see how playful the energies in these two tarot cards are. And I think the reason why you keep facing rejection is because people probably think that you are unserious. That's a word that I learned from Twitter. You are too unserious. You are too silly, maybe for people. You have silly ideas. Maybe, as in, for example, if you are a stand-up comedian, people don't get your jokes, or people think your jokes are weird. Because we have 6 devils and 6 ghosts, and they look mischievous. So maybe you are too mischievous or too much for people, and that's why you keep getting the rejection. But I don't know why, but you kind of give me a Jim Carrey vibe. I mean, you know Jim Carrey, like he is like really, for some people he's too much, but still he's one of the greatest comedian and actor in his generation. So I don't know. Yeah, you really give me a Jim Carrey vibe, especially in this card. As in, you are silly, you are outrageous, but there is, it's like you come across as unserious, but there is nothing unserious about it for you. Like for you, this is business. This is who you are, and you won't let people change your ways of doing things, or you won't let people corrupt your dreams. Like you will not bend down, or you will not change for other people to fit the masses. And that's why you keep getting rejection after rejection. But then we have prosperity lies ahead. When I got this card, when I shuffled for you, I wasn't sure, so I shuffled again, and this card came up again. So I said, okay, universe, this is pile number one's message, and I think this is a sure assurance that even though it may take a long while, prosperity lies ahead for you. Like people someday will get you. And we also have imagine, and this fits so well with the Six of Ghosts card, especially since we have the waxing moon, whatever. This is a dream that you always had, that you have been having as a child, or maybe you just have this childlike personality. And I remember Robin Williams and how he tragically took his own life, even though he always comes across as someone who makes other people laugh, someone who whose mission seems to be to make other people happy, and someone who is childlike and not afraid to be silly. But eventually he took his own life, and I didn't really follow his story, but I guess maybe he, to some extent, maybe he felt rejection still, as in this world has no place for people like him, something like that, which is sad because your imagination is beautiful and it's heavenly inspired. So I just want to pull one more oracle card to see why people reject you. But yeah, I guess it's more like people are not ready for you, like you are too out of this world. So why pile number one is feeling rejected? Why they are keep being rejected? Universe, God, Holy Spirit, universe, why they are being rejected? Why they keep facing rejection after rejection after rejection? Why they keep facing rejection after rejection? We have crack open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. So yeah, this is something that you have no control over, it seems. It's just that people are not ready for you, and I think you are in rock bottom right now. It's like you don't know what else you should do to be accepted. But I think in this card, it is telling you to take off the mask and to not hide yourself. I think this vigilant card is telling you not to give up, not to try to change yourself to become like other people, to mask your true magic, your true personality, just to get accepted, or just to have or to get a place in this world. So So this is almost like a tower moment. Like you have to accept the fact that oh, I remember this quote from, there is this book my friend recommended me. It's called Welcome to the Hyunam bookstore. It's a Korean novel, and it talks about a group of people who feel like they are misfits, who feel like the world has no place for them, and they kind of feeling drawn to this bookstore, and they bond through their shared experience. So it's a very interesting book, and there is this guy who applied as a barista in that bookshop, and this guy all his life he tried to fit in. So he always followed what his parents told him to do, like going to the university and reaching the top score, and then try to find a conventional job, a high position. But no matter how much he tried, no companies accepted him. He tried to he learned how to carry himself in interviews. He learned how to create good CVs and resume. He tried to impress companies so that they will hire him, but they just won't. They just wouldn't hire him. So finally, he resigned to his fate, because he felt like all this, he has spent half of his life trying to get a job. He has been wasting his time trying to get a job, and he was tired. He was tired. He was done, and so he gave up looking for a job, and he just lived his life as an unemployed person. And his parents was like feeling sad and disappointed for him. But then he got this job as a barista in this Hyunam bookshop, and he felt actually more relaxed just becoming a barista, because I think he found his passion there, like through the bookshop owner, his boss. He learned a lot about life. He questioned a lot about what life means to him, and he said something like a button without a hole. So he was the button in a shirt, and he was a button that is perfectly polished. He went to the university. He got good grades, but no companies want to accept him, and he didn't know why. So he was like a button without a hole to insert the button. And as a result, he eventually realized that he needed to create a hole for himself, for his button. So it's almost the same analogy as trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. So you are this square peg, and you try to fit into a round hole, and it's not going to work. So there is something about your personality and your natural gift that doesn't fit any job or any career that is existing in your world or in your environment. So you have to create one yourself. You have to create a hole for your button. So I hope you get what I'm trying to say here. So yeah, you have to surrender, like this character in the novel. His name is Minjun, I guess. You have to surrender like Minjun and just give it up, stop trying, because I think the universe has a different plan for you. And this different plan will make you happier. It will make you feel like you are in your element. Now I want to read the Vigilant card. Give me a second. So, be vigilant, be watchful, and cautious of both others' actions and your own. Stand ready to protect yourself from those who may covet what you have or seek to harm those you care for. But also be vigilant and watchful of your own action, lest you be the one doing harm. Weigh your actions. Be sure you act wisely. Be sure you have done all that needs to be done before moving forward. Leave nothing to chance, lest all you have nurtured and cherished be undone by your own lack of vigilance. Be sure that you have done all that needs to be done before moving forward. Oh, okay. Leave nothing to chance, lest all you have nurtured and cherished be undone by your own lack of vigilance. I think what the author of this deck means by harm those you care for, I think those here doesn't mean people necessarily, but it's your dream. So probably you have to be careful not to let your dreams be crushed by people who... Don't let your dreams be crushed by the world's expectation or your family's expectation or whatever. So yeah, guarding your dream. So I just want to clarify this vigilance card. What pile number 1 needs to be vigilant for? What pile number 1 needs to be vigilant about? Please clarify the vigilant card, thank you. For pile number 1, what they need to be vigilant about? What they need to be vigilant about? 8 of Wands. Ooh. I guess this is telling you to give up trying to find a job or an opportunity that will take you to where you may want to go for a moment. So this card is asking you to, because the vigilant card, as I have read from the guidebook, is like don't let others harm what you love. What is it again? I guess if you keep forcing yourself to, if you keep forcing your uniqueness, your dream to fit into one of the career or job categories, or as in if you try to force yourself to fit what the society expects from you, it actually will make you suffer. So 8 of Imps or 8 of Wands is like fast moving action. So I think you have been growing frustrated and impatient with all this rejection, and it's almost like, yeah, maybe you kind of try to lower your standard so that people will accept you, so that you can get a job or get what you desire. But the thing is that if you lower your standard, what you will get is a second best, and you will not be happy about it in the long run. So an example may be, you are a very good illustrator. You know you are special, and actually you are far more artistic, like your art has deep meanings to it. But instead of trying to carve your path to become an artist, you try to apply for jobs as graphic designers, and as a result you need to lower your standard to meet the company's expectation or the company's mission. And that will, it's like if you if you try to force yourself to fit your talent and your gifts into any of the generic jobs, like it will harm your dream. It's like your talents will not be appreciated in the way it deserves. Like your talents will not get the appreciation that it deserves, because your art is not meant for just graphic design for other clients or other companies. It is meant to share with the world under your as an original creation. Like you have a higher purpose, so don't be too quick to just grab any opportunities that is available to you just because you are desperate for money or something. Like you are meant to be more than just a graphic designer. You are meant to be a creator, an artist whose work deserves to be appreciated in a museum. So be vigilant here means don't rush, don't take action or accept a substandard job just because you are desperate. Something like that. I hope you get what I mean, okay? So let me see what this crack open means. I think this crack open, yeah, it's like a tower moment. This rejection, like the character I told you about in the Welcome to the Hunam Dong bookshop, these rejections are meant to awaken you to the fact that the dream life or the career or whatever it is that will fulfill you in the long run is not like what you think. It's not getting a job. It's creating your own whole. It's creating your own dream life. It's creating your own dream career. As in, if you think that you should get a job as a designer, actually what the universe wants from you is to be a painter, an artist in your own right. Because your talent, your life purpose is greater than what you are going after. So if your heart's desire, if you think your heart's desire is to get accepted in a job that suits your talent, you are not quite correct, because actually there is something else the universe has planned for you, but it will take a while. Yes, it will take a while for you to gain profit, material income from it, but it's going to make you happier in the long run because it is true to your life's purpose, to your soul's calling. So it's like a writer, someone who is a very talented, very deep author, and they don't want to as in they look for a job as a journalist or a magazine editor, but it will not make them feel happy in the long run, because what they are meant to do is to write their own book, something like that. Because we have the card Imagine. You are meant to create something new that no one has seen before. You are meant to break tradition. Okay? You are meant to break tradition. You are meant to break legacy. So let's see. Crack open. Rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. Don't let the weight and density of the world squash your tender spirit. Instead, let it call even more of it home into your body. at the center front of your life. It's through the extreme pressure of life's trials that diamonds are cultivated. It's when things are at their darkest that we cultivate proper faith and our light is ignited. It's through the crumbling that we can allow our wounds to be alchemized. Let our pain, sorrow, and losses make you, not break you. Let life alchemize your tragedies into gold. Be open to being cracked open, wide open. It's the difficult times that help us grow in leaps and bounds, and in ways we could only dream were possible. But first, they have to crack us open. Sometimes it hurts like hell. It's nature's way. Whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. So, I mean, this is maybe bad news for you if you want instant result. But your dream is meant to be something that is hard achieve. Your dream is something, your dream is a long journey, okay? Your dream is a long, lonely journey, but it is what you are meant to walk. It is the path that you are meant to walk on. So your soul purpose, what will make you happy in the long run. And don't forget that prosperity lies ahead. So you are going to earn money through being true to you. So the universe, like you keep getting this rejection after rejection, because the universe is trying to direct you to your soul's path, which is to become something bigger than what you are currently dreaming of. So the universe doesn't want you to settle with something that is second best, as in working for other people. They want you to build your own world, your own creation, your own dream, manifesting your dream into being, okay? So whether you let it happen or not, it's going to happen. So surrender to the process. It's how the light gets in. When your heart cracks open, a space is created for your soul to more fully enter. When your soul cracks open, a space is created for the grace of the Holy Spirit to enter. So this is like, let the universe drive the wheel, okay? Let your trials, your sorrow, your pain, and your losses transform you into more and more of yourself. Stay open to the possibility that your tragedies, your losses, your sorrow, and your hurt happen for you, not to you. Bless the thing that broke you down and cracked you open, because the world needs you open. Surrender to the alchemy of life. So I think this rejection somehow will be your source of inspiration. So all the bitterness, all the rejection will teach you a lot about life. And this is what you will share with the world. So the rejections that you get tells you that you are not meant for an ordinary life. You are meant for a life that is special. And when you surrender to that, if you are willing to acknowledge that you are special, that you are not for everyone, and you give up trying to fit to the world's expectation and just surrender to the universe to create opportunities for you, that's when the magic will happen. And you will realize that people who are chosen, I hate that word, the chosen ones, it's like you are the chosen ones, and people who are chosen are meant to be rejected so that they will know they are meant for something bigger. And this is what you will teach the young generation through your work. You will teach people, you will inspire people who have the same unique gift as you to not settle for an instant gratification, but to seek for a path that is probably longer and harder, but will be more satisfying to your heart and your soul in the long term. I hope you get what I mean, what I'm trying to say here. Okay, I'm sorry about the abrupt cut. I accidentally knocked my tripod. So let's pull maybe some tarot cards. So Holy Spirit, God, Universe, what pile number 1 needs to do at this point? What they have to do at this point? What they have to do to achieve their heart's desire, please. What they have to do to achieve their heart's desire. What they have to do to achieve their heart's desire. Pile number 1. What they need to do to achieve their heart's desire. What they need to do to achieve their heart's desire. What is this? Oh, Justice. I think you reap what you sow. So if you are willing to surrender to the fact that you are not, that no job in this world is right for you, no career in this world is right for you, or no path, no trodden path in this world is right for you, and that you are meant to create your own path, becoming a trailblazer. If you accept that fact and surrender to it, then I think the universe will show you the way and they will make things right for you. So this is something, you don't have to do anything. You just have to surrender to your uniqueness and do what your heart pleases, and everything will come together. So let me see if there are any other messages. What pile number 1 should do to achieve their heart's desire. What they should do to achieve their heart's desire. What they should do to achieve their heart's desire, please. Oops. One more. What they should do to achieve their heart's desire. What they should do to achieve their heart's desire. Okay, I think we will go with this. Okay, 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords upright. Knight of Cups or Knight of Ghosts. The Magician. Yes, this is like the universe is saying, release all your worries. So you are trying to be like this mommy. You try to walk the path of your seniors, your family tradition, but release yourself from what is restricting you, from what is rigid, from what is accepted by society, and follow your weird. Follow your weirdness, follow your uniqueness, and become like Jim Carrey, you know. And I think with the Justice card being the major arcana, this is the energy that will oversee everything. So the universe will carve a way for you. They will help you, okay? One more card maybe on what pile number 1 should do to... Okay, thanks. The King of Cups. Yeah, so I think this magician may also be a mentor, like you. Oh yeah, this is also a major arcana. So I think the universe will pave the way for you. So if you are willing to release yourself from the tradition, from people's expectation, from public expectation, and you are willing to follow your heart, it's like there will be someone who will be your mentor, who will guide you to become this magician. This King of Cups is like, I think this is your destiny. You are meant to teach people about following their heart, following their intuition. I think you will teach people about life. It doesn't have to be like the King of Cups is usually an advisor and counselor, but you don't have to be an advisor or counselor to guide people to find their way, to guide people to find themselves. You can do so through your art, through your writing, through your creativity. Yeah. So the King of Cups is someone who already embraced their inner freak, and now it's like they make it a business. Okay, you will make a business out of this, teaching people how to embrace their inner freak and to walk the path that no one else has ever walked on, to create their own path. Okay, Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and the Fool. Yeah. Maybe some of you are indeed going to become a stand-up comedian. So just wanting to pull your last card as a closing advice. So what pile, closing advice for pile number 1, please, Spirit Guides. Closing advice for pile number 1. Whoa. Closing advice for pile number 1. So these cards are huge, so I'm going to shuffle them off camera so that I will not knock anything over. Okay. Okay. Advice for pile number 1, Spirit, on how to, oh, that was quick. Help appears in various ways. Yeah, this is the Justice card. So they will send people to help you, to people who will do your talent, who will appreciate your talent, and who will do it justice. Do your talent and your uniqueness justice. Help appears in various ways. There is much support for you. Sometimes you may get so adrift, you forget to look to the support system that are with you continuously. So there may be some people in your, like a friend maybe, who have been trying to help you to realize your true potential, but maybe you are too caught up in this mindset of having to walk down the tried and true path, that you don't consider what your friends told you about yourself, that you are meant to create your own business or carve your own way. Maybe your friends have seen your talents and they know that if you work for someone else, or if you follow the traditional path, you will not flourish, you will not thrive. And it's time for you to contact those friends and tell them that you have changed your mind, that you want to carve your own path, and they probably will help you through their connection or whatever. Okay. Bottom of the deck is where you need to be. Acknowledge how you are feeling. Have faith the universe will take care of a current concern by providing the best possible outcome for all involved. That's the Justice card. So if you are worried about your parents or about your finances because you haven't gotten any job, trust that the universe will take care of that. And what your only job is to find yourself and find your soul purpose and start acting on that. Okay. So what pile number 1 will get if they follow their heart, if they are willing to follow their heart and no longer resisting, change beckons. Yeah, the path is shifting, the road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons the day. Yeah, there is a, you are trying to live in this bleak gray world, but the universe have a different plan for you. You are meant to go out there to become famous, to become this magician, this king of ghosts who inspire people in your own unique way. So think about the dream that you had as a child and do some self-reflection. Also, if other people have ever told you about your talents and your potential, how famous or how big you can become, then maybe you should seek them and ask them for help in order to create your own dream, in order to create a hole in the on the shirt for your own unique button. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 1. So I hope I know that this is a little bit all over the place, but I hope you get the red thread or the core meaning of the message, and I hope it helps you. So if you resonate with this reading, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and check out my email in the description box below if you want to book a personal reading. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Hello, my pile number 2. So if you choose this picture of the mountain from the Gilded Lenormand deck, and you resonate with feeling blocked or constantly challenged in manifesting your dreams or your desires, if you feel like you always get interrupted or something always come up that keep delaying you from manifesting your dreams or your heart's desire, then this reading is for you. So I have pre-shuffled and pre-pulled some oracle cards to give us some general answer as to what is going on, why you keep getting blocked or delayed or challenged in pursuing your dreams, and we will also pull some tarot if needed for some clarification. So your first oracle card is, by the book. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. I think by this card, it seems to me like, I don't know, when I look at the number 11, and 11 times 2 is 22, and 22 is a master number. It also reduced to 4. So 4 is a foundation, and with by the book here, it means that you are probably, well, this is interesting because you have the mountain. So if you want to climb a mountain, or if you feel like you are blocked by this huge mountain, I think it means that you need to take it slow and block by block. So maybe this mountain not only represents your challenges, but also represent how you can build your dream so that it will be as strong as the mountain. So you need to build it like brick by brick. So I think that's what it means by the book. However, it can also mean that you are being, it's like you are being delayed or impeded by bureaucracies. So I don't know, if you for example, if you are trying to manifest a home or a house, but you are a freelancer, and so it will be difficult for you to get a loan from a bank to purchase a house, because usually banks look at your occupation, whether you are employed, whether you have a regular salary, monthly salary. So it can be difficult. I mean, my friend experienced that. She was a freelancer, and it took her a while to be able to get a loan to purchase a house. So yeah, this can be, so it can be that this can mean two things. It either can mean that you need to do things step by step, because we are living in the 3D world, and well, there's nothing much you can do about it. You have to go challenge after challenge after challenge, and maybe it will make you stronger. So these challenges are meant for you to strengthen your stamina. Okay, to strengthen your stamina, so that what you will build will last for a very long time. Like if you have it easy, then when there is a storm or when there is a challenge in the future, after you achieve your dream, you will not be able to protect or maintain that dream. It may also be that yeah, so it's like you need to go through the difficult process so that you will grow stronger, and you will be able to stand any situation in the future, so that whatever you want to manifest will last for a long time. It may also mean that it's just the way of the world. Like you have to follow the procedures, you have to follow the bureaucracies. You cannot just you know, like wish something to happen and then it just effortlessly happen. So anyway, let's move on. Oh, you are good enough. This energy is very earthy. So I think your spirit guides wants you to know that they want to assure you that this is not your fault, or this is not because you are not enough. This is because, well, it's just the way of the world. You just have to grow. Okay, I think that maybe you feel like, oh, am I not good enough for this dream? Maybe I don't deserve this dream, like, or this dream is not for me. No, it's not. It's just that, how do I say this? I want to say that you are being tested, like, not tested in your worthiness, but it's like you are being tested in how badly do you want this. Because if this card says you are good enough, it means that if you really want something, you will manifest it. There is no question about it. It may take some time, but you will manifest it. Like, it will take some time because of the way the world works. Like, you have to learn to crawl before you can walk, and you have to learn to walk before you can run, right? So it's just the way of the world, because we are living on earth. So it's not because there is something wrong with you. So this, you are good enough, is like a reassurance that if you have tried your best, then give the rest to the universe, okay? And I think this by the book also means that the universe will send you people to guide you throughout the whole process. So you won't be alone. You won't have to go through it alone. Like, yes, you still have to go through all the procedures, but you will have someone to guide you, to help you. Like, look at this elephant. I mean, they follow the leader, and then it's like their what do you call it? Their trunk. They hook their trunk to the tail of the leader so that they will not get lost. So this is like an assurance that your guides will not leave you alone, and they will send people, events to help you along the way. So as long as you have tried your best, you don't have to force yourself too hard. If you need time to rest, take a rest. Because if you are hiking a mountain, like, you cannot just hike all your way to the top non-stop for hours. You need rest along the way, and the mountain always have like this. Sorry, I was being interrupted very abruptly. So where was I? So yeah, it's like when you hike a mountain, there are always places where people can rest. I watched this I watched this video about hiking in Halasan. I think that's the highest mountain in Korea, in Jeju Island, and they apparently have these places along the hiking trail where people can take a rest, where they can sit down and have snacks or whatever. So if you feel tired, if you feel like this challenge has been non-stop and you feel like giving up hope, you are allowed to rest, okay? You are allowed to rest, just like the mountain hikers. They have to rest, but eventually, like, if you are willing to acknowledge when your body needs rest and you follow your body's needs to rest, it will give you new strength, new vitality to climb back up, okay? So, I mean, if you keep pushing yourself forward and not honoring your body's needs to rest, actually it will backfire on you. So if you feel like giving up, well, if you want to give up, I mean, I don't want to say that people should not give up, because sometimes you have to give up on something. But I think in this case, it's more like giving in. It's more like letting go, okay? So if you have done that, if you have given your maximum effort and things are still not progressing, let go of the manifestation for a bit, rest, take care of yourself, and like really resting your mind from it. Don't think about it, and just like total surrender to the universe, and the universe will help moving you up. So let's see what the next oracle card have to say. Know you belong. This is interesting. And this creature is a kitty cat, but it has a dragon wings. So this is like saying that you are unique, and you being unique is enough. So I don't know if you feel drawn to pile number 1 as well, because pile number 1 has a message of, I think it has a message of you are unique, you are unusual, and you have to embrace that unusualness. I may have mixed it up with, so before I did this pick a card reading, I tried to record a similar pick a card reading, and in pile number 1 the message was embrace your uniqueness. I think in the pile number 1 in this recording also has similar message. So if you feel drawn to pile number 1, you may want to check that out as well. But know you belong. Ah, yes, I remember. So yeah, you need to check pile number 1. That's the message. So maybe you feel like your dream is too big, or your dream is impossible, or your dream doesn't make sense, it's not realistic. But know you belong means that it's possible. And if the universe can create a mythical creature like this, then the universe will make a place for you. So I mentioned in pile number 1 about this quote from a book called Welcome to Hunamdong Bookshop, and it says something about not fitting in modern society. So say you are a button on a shirt, and you are a very uniquely shaped button, but there is no hole on the shirt where you can fit in. So you have to create that hole yourself. So know that there is a place for you. There is a place for you on this earth. There is a place for people like you. And if you struggle to create or to manifest your unique dream on this earth, just know that the universe have your back. And it's like the challenges are not meant to stop you, or are not meant to oppress you. And if you ever question if the universe hates you, or if the universe doesn't approve of your dream, I don't think so. It just means that in order to be able to fly like this cat, you need to learn. You need to learn to crawl first, walk first, and run before you can fly. And so the process is long, but that is because your dream is big, and the universe wants to tell you that you are good enough for this dream, but it will not happen overnight. And maybe you are like, I have worked on this for like 5 years and I still haven't seen result. And yes, I understand. I completely understand. But I think this requires you to co-create with the universe. Like if you insist on doing everything alone and not taking rest, not giving in to the universe, as in when you have run out of energy, you don't rest, you keep pushing forward, and as a result you lost all your energy and you are not able to continue your journey. This is the confirmation from the universe that you have to take a rest. You have to take it step by step, okay? And by the book, it also means that there is time for everything. So if you have like in a video game, if you have passed level 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on level 5 you are like, oh my god, this is so difficult, and like you need to kind of repeat level 5 over and over before you can overcome it. Like that is normal, and there will be time when you will eventually master level 5, and then you go level 6, level 7, things like that. So I hope you get what I mean here. Don't think that you are not good enough for your dream, because it's possible. It's possible. With the universe, there's nothing that is impossible. But you have to believe that you truly want this dream with all of your heart, and there is no doubt in you that you deserve that dream. Okay, let's see what your tarot cards have to say. Eight of Pumpkins. Yeah, this is Eight of Pentacles. This is carving the pumpkins one by one and enjoying every single moment. Like, take this as game levels. You enjoy the game. You want to move forward in the game, but when it's the game, it's supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be stressful. Yes, games are supposed to challenge your quickness, your wit, your yeah, it's supposed to challenge your intelligence, right? But games are also supposed to be fun. And I think I've heard someone saying, if you see life on earth as a game, it will not feel so stressful. So you have a target, yes, but you let the universe determine the timing. So you won't be so stressed. You won't be like, oh, I have to reach 1K subs in 2 months. Like, I mean, if you climb a mountain, if your goal is just to reach the summit, then it won't be fun. Like, people who climb the mountains, hikers, they enjoy climbing the mountain not because they want to reach the summit. That is not their reward. Their reward is the journey, the process along the way, and the satisfaction when you reach the top. So when you enjoy the process, when you give it your all, but also taking care of yourself and take it one day at a time, one step at a time, 1 hour at a time, it will not feel so stressful, and it will actually feel faster. I mean, if you just enjoy the journey, enjoy the view while you are climbing the mountain, before you know it, you are there. But if your sole goal is to reach the summit, then the journey will be arduous and it will not be fun. It will be tiring. It will be tiring and full of pressure. Okay? So let's get some tarot to see what is the truth about your journey here. Why you are being blocked or challenged. Okay, so God, Spirit, Universe, this is for pile number 2, who feel like they are constantly being challenged or interrupted or blocked or delayed when it comes to their manifestation. Those who have been working hard and waiting for years and years to manifest their dream, but they are still not there. Why they are being challenged? Why pile number 2 is being so extremely challenged in reaching their goal? Why? See, strength, patience. And you know what? This is funny. So I mentioned earlier that I was, you noticed that there was an interruption, a cut in my video. That was because while I was recording, my mom called me to take out the trash. And yeah, well, I know I am supposed to take out the trash and I forgot. But like, I was annoyed because I was in the middle of recording and she interrupted, and it was like, it ruined the whole flow. And I was a bit annoyed, and I told her I was recording, please. And she said, I didn't know. So, I mean, that was interruption, right? That was challenge. And that tests your patience. So, if, again, I think your dream is big. As big as this person who is, whose passion is taking care of circus animal. That is not an easy job. Like taking care of a lion, you see? You have to make the lion trust you. So that's why you are given so many challenges, because your dream is big and beautiful, and it will like your dream is as high as this mountain. Like no wonder it takes you a long time. So this mountain is not, actually it's not the blockage, it's your dream. It's your dream. It's not something that is blocking you from your dream. It's the dream itself. And yes, of course, I mean, if you want to get to the other side, yeah, you have to climb to the top and then get back down. But yeah, I mean, basically your dream is big. And because it's big, you need a great stamina. You need a great strength and patience and experience so that what you build will last. Just like this person, this ghost, or I don't know I don't know what creature is this, but just like him crafting all these Halloween pumpkins one by one and giving it like unique expression for each pumpkin. It's like he wants to make his pumpkin business different than the rest. So if it will be so much easier if he just craft the same face for every pumpkin. It will be faster. But then it will not be unique. And well, if it's not unique, then it's not worth, I mean, people will not buy his pumpkin because his pumpkin will not be that different from everybody else. So your dream is big, it's unique, and so it requires a lot of strength, a lot of patience, and a lot of experience and skill from you. Ooh, okay. Why pile number 2 is being challenged? Is there any other messages? Is there any? Oh, the star. That kinds of explain it. Your dream is like straight from the star. This can also mean that you may be a star seed and you are part of a few select group of people who are meant to change this world. And so you have to start small before you can become really big. Like you have to taste what is it like at the bottom before you can move up, if you get what I mean. I mean, most people who are successful, they start from very humble beginnings, and that's the reason they are successful, because they have experienced it all. They have overcome great challenges, and that's why their business lasts. That's why their fame lasts, because they have they already trained to face any challenges thrown their way. I mean, I'm sorry if I talk about BTS again, because I have to. But the reason why they are so legendary right now is because they didn't start from a privileged position like any other K-pop group from the big 3 agencies. They start from very humble beginnings. They have to withstand hatred, accusation, people looking down at them, people thinking that they are not talented, that they are not that good. And because they are because they are determined enough, because they know, because they believe that they are enough, that they believe that they will manifest it, they will reach the star. That there were certain times where they almost gave up, but they didn't, because they believe they were meant to go on. And so they hold on to that belief, and they persist through challenges after challenges. And that's when the universe says, well, you are ready. And then boom, like their rise is like their rise to fame was not like overnight, but when it happened, it's just like almost like instantaneous. When it happened after some years of hard work, it was like almost instantaneous. And it's just like going up and up and up from there. So yeah, it's like that with a lot of people, like with Jesus. He is meant to be an ascended master, and that's why he faced so many hardship. And so this is a question that the universe want to ask you. Do you really want this dream? Because if you really want it, you can do anything. I will give an example from my own experience. I always wanted to travel overseas alone. I have done it before, like when I was young, but like it was a long, long time ago. And as I grew older, I become more like less courageous, less reckless, more cautious, and so I always travel. I never travel alone, always with my family. And there was one time before COVID when I wanted to travel alone, but then my parents wanted to go because they thought I wasn't ready to travel alone, so I let them accompany me. So goal not achieved. But then after COVID, one of my parents passed away, and I had a very, very hard time. And at the same time, I found some people who become my soul family, like my bestest friends in the world through the internet because of BTS. We were united. We are united because of BTS. And so this year, a couple of months ago, actually early this year, I wanted to meet my friend in Seoul during BTS anniversary, the Festa thing. And I don't know, it felt weird, like I was possessed, you know. I felt like I was possessed. And I renewed my passport. And then I applied for a visa. I researched for how to get my visa approved, because visa to South Korea is not easy to get. And I hate bureaucracy. Like if it was for something else, if it was for something not fun, like for taxes or job interviews, if my heart wasn't really in it, I wouldn't have done it. But I did it. I went through all this difficult process to secure the visa because I wanted to go. More than anything else, I wanted to go. It was like I had to go. I had to go to South Korea. I had to go to Seoul and meet my best friend, my soul sister. And I had to be there for the BTS Festa. And because my bias is Jin, and he was discharged at the time, it was like extra pump for me to go, extra fuel for me to go. Like I had to go. And I endeavored to get the visa. I supply as many documents, supporting documents, as I could get in order to convince the Korean embassy to grant me the visa. And when it was granted, I was over the moon. And I started to search, like, actually I wasn't a stranger to, you know, booking hotels, booking flights. I always did it for the family, but I never, like I said, I never travel solo. So I did it anyway. And at the time I was nervous, but I was also excited. And there was never a moment when I thought, this is too scary, I'm not going. No. Like I was already halfway. I want to reach the summit. So I booked the flight, I booked the hotel, and like it was, I mean, the scary thing was I don't know Korean. I don't speak Korean at all. I don't understand Korean. All I understand is 감사합니다, 안녕하세요, and like that's about it, right? But because I believe that my soul sister will be there, and my best friend from high school was also there, is also there, and I mean, she lived there. So I believe I would be fine, and I did it, and it was the most beautiful trip of my life, of my whole life. Like, I have gone overseas, well, not really often, but yeah, several times. I've been to Australia, I've been to Hong Kong, I've been to China, and like, this is actually the first time I went solo to a country whose language I don't understand at all, and it ended up to be the most beautiful trip of my life so far. But the reason I was able to confidently manifest the trip was because I had been trained. I mean, I have gone through, I think my parents passing also helped me to become like much stronger than I was before COVID. And so this trip was granted to me because I was ready, because I'm already strong enough to travel solo, not just to Korea, but everywhere. Like, I feel like I can take on the world right now. And I think that's because of all this, the suffering, all the challenges I have overcome along the way, especially the last 4 years, due to my parents passing, and I had to do a lot of things for my surviving parent that I never did before, and it helped me I think it helped me to be more confident in achieving, in getting to where I want to be. Okay, if you get what I mean. All right, so I don't know if there is anything left to say, but let's see. Yeah, let's continue. Spirit, is there any other messages for pile number 2? Why they are so challenged? Why they are so challenged? Where this is going? Okay, that's the question. Where is this going? 6 of Pumpkins. Where this is going? For pile number 2, I think this 6 of Pumpkin. Yeah, this is like trick or treat, right? Like, I think this is telling you that yeah, this is a 6 of Pumpkin is 6 of Pentacles, and we have full moon in Virgo. Well, I am a Virgo, so maybe this is my reading as well. So this is very much in line with, and I noticed how for your pile I was like not pulling all the cards first and then explaining, but it's like one card and then I explain, one card and then I explain. It's like step by step. And 6 of Pumpkin, 6 of Pentacles is like a reward, and it's a material reward. So I think this is saying, with you are good enough. I think it's almost like this witch is telling to the cat, hey, you are a good kid, you are good enough. Like, you don't have, it's almost like you, this cat doesn't have to do anything to earn the candies. Like, it's trick or treat. The cat deserve it, the little ghost deserve it. So this is like the universe will give you reward for your hard work. Like, how much you put out will be rewarded just as much. So it's like the universe will give you energies along the way. Like, maybe jobs will trickle in, or clients will trickle in. It's almost like your hard work doesn't go unnoticed. Okay, anything else for pile number 2? Why they are so challenged? Why they are so challenged? 2 of Pumpkins. I don't know if you have different goals that you want to achieve, but if you have 2 goals that you want to achieve, it also explains why you are so challenged, because you have to divide your time. You have to be flexible. You have to be fluid. You have to be able to manage your time. I think with this 6 of Pentacles, it is also saying that you don't have to do anything more than showing up. Like, if you want a candy, you show up, trick or treat, and then that's it. If the universe has seen your effort, you show up, there will be rewards. Like maybe it's not big, but it will increase over time. It will. Like, I mean, just look at BTS. It took them like several years before they start their rise to the top. But once they reach that point, they were already strong enough, and so their rise to the top is it was like very quick. Knight of Bats. Okay, I think this is saying you are a little bit impatient. But this can also mean news. So maybe, yeah, like I just said. So once you are able to divide your time, once you master the patience, the skill, the persistence, the resilience that you need to achieve your dream, jobs will start trickling in, clients will start trickling in. You will be able to manage. It's like things will become much easier for you because you are already used to it. You are already used to the flow. And then it's like something will come towards you, a news, recognition. Yeah, it's like you will be recognized. But this may also be like saying that you are a little bit impatient. But yeah, it's like if you do it step by step, it will happen. It will happen. Like it's a 100% guarantee. I mean, I won't say this if it's not. Yeah, as long as you, again, is this really something that you want to achieve in the long term? Like you have to ask yourself, if this is really your dream. So like my story with my trip to Korea, I really want that trip. Like I wanted it so badly, and so I was able to make it happen because my will, my desire was stronger, much stronger than my fear. It was much stronger than my fear, my weaknesses. The dream, the desire was stronger. So, yeah, one final card perhaps for pile number 2. Why they are so challenged? Where is this going? Temperance, same thing. Like through repeated failures, through repeated experience, you will know how to balance your time, how to be ready for interruptions. Like, for example, if I want to record a video without getting interrupted, then I have to record video at night, later at night, or something. Like manage your time. So I watched a clip of The Lion King, the original version, earlier. I mean last night, and you know the scene where Rafiki knocks Simba's head, and Simba said, "Ouch, that hurt," and Rafiki said, "Well, it's already done. It's already in the past." And Simba said, "Yeah, but it still hurt." And Rafiki said something like, "It still hurt, yes, but you learn from it." And the second time Rafiki tried to hit Simba on the head again, Simba like dodged it. And Rafiki said, "Yes, see, you learn from the pain, and so you know how to avoid the pain next time." That's what temperance is. You learn how to find the right recipe. You learn the life hacks to achieve your dream, and maybe you will share it with the rest of the world. Like if you have never climbed a mountain, but once you already claim it, like say you will never climb a mountain, so maybe the first half of the journey feels hard, but the second half will feel easier because you already know the hacks, you already know how to conserve your energy, you already know what to do to keep yourself energized, how to keep yourself strong, how to maintain your stamina along the way. And so the second half of the journey will be so much easier. Okay, all right, so I guess that's about it. So again, it's not that the universe hates you or wants to make your dream so difficult, but because your dream is big, so the preparation, and the preparation is not just about your skill, it's also about your mentality, how you will handle clients and things like that. It requires like extra time to prepare. So yeah, so that's why it takes quite a while. So yeah, by the book, basically, when you want to manifest on this earth, you cannot do it like in the 5D. Like you cannot just swish and flick and make it happen, right? I mean, even witch and wizard need to study before they master magic, right? Even witch and wizard have to work before they can master, before they become a real powerful witch or wizard, right? So what about us who don't have any magical skills at all, right? And yeah, again, you are enough. So last messages for pile number 2, please, guys, on how to achieve their dream, like, or any life hacks. Change direction with ease. That has something to do with temperance and the 2 of pumpkins. So I think this means like be flexible. So if you have always done one thing a certain way, learn new tricks, okay? Learn new tricks. Just like this 8 of pumpkins. I mean, if you want to, say you want to be a tarot reader on YouTube, and there are already like thousands of tarot readers, so how can you stand out? You have to be creative. You have to be flexible. You have to mix certain formulas, such as like mix tarot reading with scrying, or with crystal ball reading, or something like that. I mean, even maybe you should consider like doing a different job to support your main dream or desire. So change direction with ease. This is a time for change, shape-shifting, or your soul's evolution. It's time to reconsider what you are wanting. You may be in for a surprise. Oh, this is news. So again, I did say, if you want something, if you really, really, really want something, like it's your true heart's desire, you will make it happen because your desire is stronger than your fear, and it gives you like almost inhuman strength. But if right now you feel like giving up is the best thing to do, then it's okay. You can give up, because maybe you are meant for something else. So this is another message. So if you are sure you still want this, then you will reach the top, but it would take a long time. So if you have plan B, then maybe you should consider that, and you can come back to this dream once you are much more stable. Disengage from outcomes. Yeah, this is what I said about those hikers who climb to the top of a mountain. Their goal is not reaching the top. There are some people who want to break records, but most mountain climbers, they do it because they enjoy the view. So it's okay if you never reach that dream. Maybe there is another dream that you will discover along the way that is truer to you. Know you belong. So, okay, I'm sorry, this reading, like, it's almost 1 hour long, but I have to say this. If you watch the movie Up, Ellie had a dream of visiting, what do you call it, someplace in Peru with Carl. I think it's called something falls. I forgot the name. But anyway, she wanted to. Her childhood dream was to go to this place, and she had this book called My Adventure Book, and the pages there was a page where she wrote stuff that I'm going to do, and Carl when he was much older and he had lost Ellie, Ellie has died, and he looked at Ellie's scrapbook, and he felt guilty because he didn't get to bring Ellie to her dream place when she was a child. But then she found this page where Ellie wrote stuff that I'm going to do, and when he flipped it, it was full of photos of his marriage life with Carl. And at the end of the pages, Ellie wrote before she died, "Thanks for the adventure, now go and have a new one." So little Ellie had a dream of going to somewhere, of having an adventure to some faraway land. But then she met Carl, and she never reached that place that she dreamed as a kid. But she was happy, very, very happy in her marriage life with Carl. So that's what it means by change direction with ease. So if this dream is still your dream, if you believe in the star that that this is what you are meant to do for the rest of your life, then keep charging ahead. But if you feel like that dream, if you feel like the dream you don't want, or if you discover that your desire to achieve that thing or that dream is not that big, or it's like your reservation, your fears is bigger than the dream, like the dream is not big enough to overcome your fear, then maybe you should change direction to something more effortless. So yeah, this is a different message, but I think the key to achieving your dream is to take your eyes off the goal and enjoy the view. And like I said, before you know it, you are there. So disengage from outcomes, let go so you can open yourself to the highest love that you deserve. Find ways to release worry or any unresolved lack of forgiveness you might be holding on to. So this is why you are good enough. It means if you feel like you cannot go any further, disengage from, take your eyes off the top and let go. Give in, not give up. Give in to the universe. Let the universe weave things together so that you will get a nice surprise. And then you can, this star also means, this is like you having tried your best. And then for the rest, you wish upon a star. You give it to the universe. You give God the rest. And things will start moving faster than if you try to do everything yourself. I think this card also means doing everything yourself. And this little devil is saying, hey, I can help. So let the universe in. Co-create with them. Don't do everything by yourself. And be open to other alternatives. Be open to other alternatives. It doesn't mean that your main dream is not going to come true. It may still happen, but maybe at a later time. So if you want to, so like the movie Up, Ellie didn't reach her dream place, but Carl did go there for both of them. So yeah, be open and be flexible to accept all the goodness that life has for you. It may not be the way you envision it to be at first, but maybe whatever will happen will be much beautiful than you imagine. So one last message for pile number 2. Patience. Strength card, and by the book. Everything soon will come to light, and then you will see things will be alright. Yes. I mean, the universe has ways to give you something that is even more than what you first envisioned, okay? So whether it's going to be a different dream, like Ellie from the movie Up, or what you dream is going to happen, but in in a different way, and maybe in a more magical way than you first imagined. So yeah, I guess that's your reading, but I know that it's 1 hour long already, but I feel like I need to read you this card. So please bear with me. This is the last time. Know you belong. You have a place, you have purpose, you are special. Do not change who you are just so others may accept you. Do not dishonor your truth by allowing someone else to tell you who you must be. Change made just so you fit the expectation or social criteria of a clique or group does not honor you. You don't need to change in order to belong. You are a blessed child of Gaia and Great Spirit and belong simply because you are. So yeah, you don't have to do anything right now. Just do your best. Just flow with life. Don't be so rigid. And the universe will reward you with something that maybe you don't expect. Okay? So that's for your pile number 2. I hope this answers your question. It's a very long reading, but I hope that will satisfy your curiosity and satisfy your question. And if you want to book a personal reading with me, the details are down below in the description box. You can email me there. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Hi, pile number 3. So for those of you who feel like you have a heavy cross to bear, for those of you who feel like you are being bogged down by so many responsibilities and obligation in your daily life that you don't have or barely have time to manifest your heart's desire or to achieve what is it that you really want in life, and you are wondering why I have to shoulder all these responsibilities and barely have time for myself and for my own manifestation, then we are going to find out why through these pre-shuffle and pre-pulled oracle cards, and we are also going to pull some tarot for clarification. So let me put this cross over here, and we are going to see this general answer as to why you feel like, why is it seem like you are being unsupported in your path and have to bear all these responsibilities and obligations that delay you or keep you from pursuing your dreams or your heart's desire. So your first card is being flexible. Okay, this is funny because I feel something like this, like I am torn in so many directions. Like I have my own manifestation, I have my own dreams, desires to manifest, and I also have obligation and responsibilities to my family, especially to make money. And when there was a live reading, free live reading by the Honest Irishman, I asked about what I need to focus on. Like, do I need to focus on my obligation or responsibilities of making to make money, or should I focus on myself and what I love? And the answer is to be flexible, to kind of like follow maybe your intuition. So I mean, see all these rolling hills here, and all these circles and all these I don't know, this flexibility. It makes me think like actually this reminds me of the Two of Pentacles, you know, with the infinity symbol and the juggling 2 balls. So I guess this is telling you to be centered, to connect with your inner wisdom, to connect with your intuition and the spirit, so that you will know what to do at any given time whenever you feel overwhelmed. So when you have something you want to achieve, and then you also have all these responsibilities and obligation that you don't know how to manage your schedule, follow what your intuition is saying. Follow the little nudges. So maybe you if you are more in tune with yourself, sometimes you can feel the little nudges like, oh, I have to do this today, or I have to do that today, but your intuition is telling you that can wait, let's do this one first. So maybe at some points you need to juggle your priorities. So if you have something urgent in your family, then of course you have to tend to that one first. But if it's not urgent, then maybe, and you are tired of your responsibilities and obligation, then maybe you can delegate some tasks, or you can make schedules so that you can prioritize what your intuition is telling you to should be your main priority at any given time. Okay, so I think I'm going to read from the guidebook for this one to see if the person who made this tarot deck has something to say about flexibility. We also have the end of a tough cycle approaches. So I think this is like a divine intervention, as in the universe is going to intervene in this situation and make things easier for you, or they will tell you how to be flexible with your schedule so that you can juggle two things or two priorities at the same time. We have embrace the dark. So I think this is telling you that you don't have to be the most mature person every single time. Like, I mean, there are two figures, light and dark, but the dark is being emphasized. So if you are always being the good guy, the one who is patient, the one who is love and light, the one who is selfless, then I think it's time for you to be a little bit selfish, you know. Yeah, I'm going to read the guidebook for this one as well, and for your tarot card we have the devil. Okay, so the devil can be like, well, sometimes you have to embrace your inner devil, and devil is not always bad. Sometimes it can mean like tapping into your sensuality, tapping into your creativity, tapping into your dark side, and sometimes our dark side, our darker emotion can be inspiration for creativity, right? It can be inspiration for a book, for a piece of art or something. So maybe you are being told to embrace the naughty side of you, the sensual side of you, the side of you that loves pleasure. Because I think with with this enslavement white things over here, and with the white figure here, I think you have been a little bit like too selfless sometimes. Yeah, I mean, being selfless is a virtue, but too much of a good thing is not good as well. So let me read from the guidebook to save time. So embrace the dark. I want to know what the guidebook has to say about this. Embrace the dark. You have been taught that all is either good or evil, negative or positive, that good gives rise to good and bad gives rise to bad. I think we always demonize the devil card, demonizing it as, you know, temptation, procrastination, vices. But we have vices sometimes because we don't acknowledge our dark side, and we suppress it, and it becomes a vice, and it becomes dangerous. So sometimes you have to let your inner darkness out, and by darkness I don't mean like desire to kill people or hurt people. It means letting your sensuality out, letting your naughtiness, sexiness out, so that it will not become a suppressed or repressed feeling and fester into something more dangerous. Okay, it is wrong to have feelings of anger, dislike, or fear, as these emotions are born out of our shadow self. See, I just mentioned shadow self. This is not truth. Everything happens for a reason. Love can give rise to destruction, and hate can inspire acts of genuine love. The lesson offered by our shadow often teach us the most. Know your shadow self. Love it. Without the darkness, the stars cannot be seen. Yeah, so if you bring your dark emotion to the light, like, it will heal those dark emotions, because they can be released in a healthier way, rather than if you demonize it, if you see it as evil, and if you repress it, and it will become something even more dangerous. Okay, so I want to know what this flexibility means. So in relation to your manifestation and the cross that you have to bear, it means that you don't have to be the good person, the higher person, like every single time. You don't have to be the bigger person every single time. Like, you are allowed to let your anger out so that the other person will learn that they also have lesson to learn. Okay, they also have lesson to learn. Like, you don't have to be the bigger person every time. You also have to set boundaries. From boundaries, like, I can tolerate you, but only to this extent. You have to fix your own shit as well. Like, the other person have to fix their own problem and their own shit as well. Okay. All right. Flexible. Number 19. Teachability, open-mindedness, being adaptable without compromising what is most important. Yeah, so this is like, as long as you can juggle two things without compromising what is most important to you. And you can learn this by being open and like not so rigid in your schedule. So for example, if you have to fold the laundry, and there are other people who can do it, and you are already tired, you want to have some time for yourself after a long work day, then let other people do it. Don't just keep doing it for them, because they will take you for granted. Okay. Or if you live alone and you feel like you have to clean the house or whatever, but you have something that your intuition is nudging you to do, like maybe write a couple of more words in your manuscript, or like there is an inspiration that you need to paint on canvas, then those mundane things can wait. You don't have to be so rigid in following your day-to-day schedule, and that way you will feel less burdened, you will feel less obligated, less dense. Like, I feel like you feel like the world is so dense, but it doesn't have to be like that. You can adjust your schedule, you can be flexible with what you want to do every day, you can change it around to fit what is most important for you. Okay. The oracle's message: a tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane, whereas a rigid structure like a building would come crashing down. Yes, see, if you keep prioritizing others, or prioritizing your obligation, your burden above your mental health, above your own pleasure, above your own relaxation, you will eventually break. Your system will break. So you have to, if you feel tired, if you feel like I have done the maximum for other people, then let other people step up, and don't just keep doing things for them, because you have to prioritize your mental health. Okay. I'm sorry if the TV outside is loud. That's why I don't put on any music. But I hope you can still hear me over the noises. Okay. Anyway, consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. So I think, yeah, it's like you don't have to do things the way people told you to do. Like, if people tell you like, oh, you need to apply for these kind of jobs to get more money, well, maybe it's something that they learn from their parents and their grandparents, but it's not always true for everybody. it's not the same formula for everybody, and you don't have to listen to like or follow the convention or whatever has been said through generation. I mean, you can bend the structure, you can bend the system, you can work around things. So if you prefer to earn money or to work in jobs that are like not very conventional, or you prefer to work from home or becoming a freelancer or a contract worker because it's going to give you more flexibility with your time, then it's possible, and you don't have to follow other people's advices on how things have been done for many years. I mean, it's not always true. Like, you can find a different way of making money or doing things, okay? Relationship message. In every relationship, it's important to be open to new experience and learning new things. Letting go of rigidity is what's required right now. You don't always have to be right all the time. Yes, but I think in this case with the burden, you don't have to, like I said, you don't have to be the bigger person all the time too. I mean, other people have to be aware of what they are doing as well. Okay? Prosperity. Even when you have a clear vision of how you are going to manifest something, you still need to relax and open up to other possibilities. You may need to check pile number 2, because pile number 2 has this message. Spirit may have much better plans for you. It could be a job you hadn't thought of, a new source of money, or some other opportunity that eluded your imagination. Be flexible and remind yourself this or something better manifests for me now. Then be willing to bend a little. Enjoy the miraculous result. Yeah, so if you have been trying to manifest something but it doesn't work, then consider other possibilities. I think in this case, with the end of a tough cycle approach and rigidity and embracing the dark, I think this whole message is saying you don't have to always follow a set formula that other people adopt when it comes to making money or manifesting the life that you desire. Like, you are a very creative person, and you can, the word that comes to me is, you can alchemize 2 different formulas. So this is what always works for most people, and this is what works for me, and you can blend it together, if you get what I mean. So maybe you can have a conventional job, but you can also have something on the side, so it will not feel so burdensome. You can juggle these 2 things so that life will not feel so boring, so rigid, and so dense for you. Okay, let me see. I want to clarify some of these cards, but I think I want to pull one extra oracle card for you from the Star Seed Oracle. So why pile number 3 feels so burdened, so tired, so lonely? How can they I mean, what's the reason why they are being burdened like this, so that they cannot achieve, or is it's difficult for them to manifest their heart's desire? Why they are so burdened? Please, spirit guides, can you give us an answer? Why they are so burdened? So maybe there is an ancestor. Oh, okay, let me take this one. Breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. I think there is another message coming in, and it has something to do with the end of the tough cycle approaches. So I think this flexibility can also mean that if you have been trying so hard to manifest your heart's desire, and you kind of put expectation on it, like it has to make a certain amount of money, or it has to show a tangible result in X amount of time, like let it go. let it go, because maybe what you want to manifest is something that is a little bit complicated. Not complicated, but it's like unique. So because it's unique, it needs time before people get them, before it can truly manifest or bring the result that you want. So one good example is building a tarot channel. Some people can like get famous in a short amount of time. Some channels like it's stagnant, the growth is slower. And I think I mean, I hate to say this, but there must be a reason behind that, behind every channel. Why some channel grows slower, why other channels grow faster. And I think it's teaching you to probably look at the way you run your channel. For example, maybe you should make it more interesting, or be willing to like expand the topics a little bit. So if you do pick a card readings, for example, and you always do pick a card reading on certain topics, maybe you can expand that to cover other topics as well. Or you can use at other platforms. So if you have always used if you always record long videos, maybe people can lose interest as they watch. So you should consider doing shorts or doing pick card readings on Instagram, things like that. So okay, so kind of be flexible. What are the other cards? Jump in, Andromedan energy, adventures, say yes to change. So this is like again using tarot reading as example. So if you have always been like a tarot reader on YouTube, maybe you want to consider like doing live readings, or you participate in like psychic fair, doing readings for people in psychic fair, and you will figure out which way of doing tarot readings is most suitable for you. So don't just do things in just one or two ways. Like consider other avenues, other platforms. Okay, karmic relationship, Orient energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So part of your burden is like a karmic relationship. Maybe it has something to do with your past life. So maybe some of the obligations that you shoulder, maybe obligation to family, responsibilities to family, that delay your manifestation and delay your desire to create a life that you want. It has something to do with karma. It has something to do with soul contract. Just think. So okay, I think I will pull some tarot. Okay, spirit guides, can you tell me a little bit about this being flexible? How being flexible can ease the burden of pile number 3, please? Ace of Pentacles and Page of Swords. So maybe you need to learn new skill. Okay, so you need to learn new skill, or accept a job opportunity that may not be directly related to your desire, but it will ease your burden. Yeah. It can also be like finding out other ways with the Page of Swords, like seeking information on how you can make more money doing what you love, but without tiring or draining you out. So like I said before about the tarot reading, you can use you can record short or shorter videos instead of long pick a card reading. So you will save energy and you can still do your passion, but you will also have time to juggle your other responsibilities. So find a way to work smarter, not harder, something like that. What about the tough cycle approaches? Can you clarify, Spirit? Clarify the 7 of Swords. I think the Seven of Swords means, yeah, it's like there will be an easier way of doing things. There will be the phrase that comes to my mind is a back entrance. a shortcut. It's like there will be a shortcut for you so that you don't have to do things in a very time-consuming thing. What do you mean by the Seven of Bats or the Seven of Swords? Regarding the end of a tough cycle approaches. Eight of Cups. I think this is kind of leaving behind things that how to say this, Judgment at the bottom of the deck. So I think you will be given a way out so that you don't have to shoulder this responsibility that has been really tiring and draining for you. Eight of Cups is when you are tired of catering to the emotion of others, or when families or friends or relationship that you have has grown very stale, and it's like it becomes an obligation rather than genuine connection. Like you will be given an opportunity to escape that, to leave that behind. Maybe it refers to this karmic relationship. So for some of you, you may need to end relationship with some people. Maybe you don't want to end relationship with them, but it's like their demands of your time, of your energy, is delaying you from achieving your dream and your heart's desire. So you need to consider that. You need to cut this off with this person. Yeah, you need to cut it off with this person. So please clarify karmic relationship. What is this? Please clarify karmic relationship. What is this about karmic? How can pile number 3 let go of this karmic relationship, please? Maybe this is something that has been burdening them. Yeah, this is about love. This is about love. Maybe your partner is not supporting your dream, so you have to be like juggling things. Like you have to cater to your own wishes and to what they want from you, but you cannot keep on going like this. So please clarify the Knight of Cups and the karmic relationship. What does it have to do with pile number 3's burden? What does it have to do with pile number 3's burden? Yeah, if your relationship has become functional and there is no love left, it's like it has become more of an obligation or routine, then you must consider, oh, that's too many. What's the last one? Yeah, the Fool. Following your heart. Clarify karmic relationship, please. Clarify karmic relationship. And the Knight of Cups. Clarify karmic. Strength. And the Sun. I don't know what creature is this, but karmic relationship. Strength. The Sun. This is very Leo energy. So you are... It's like this person is stopping you from reaching your full potential and from living the life that is meant for you. So I think it becomes a burden because you feel like you cannot leave this person behind. Okay. And that's why you are being told to embrace the dark. Like if you cannot leave this person for some reason, like maybe if they are a spouse, or if they are parents, or like someone you have to take care of, like you have to call them out and to make them do their part. Like tell them this is not a balanced relationship. I don't have to be always the mature one here. You have to mature as well. So set that boundaries. Okay, so how can pile number 3 achieve their dream, shed this burden and achieve their true heart's desire? How can they do that, please? Thank you. How can pile number 3 let go of this burden? 9 of Cups. So for some of you, you need to break off things with someone, especially if it has become something that is affecting your mental health. Yeah, 6 of Cups. Nine of Cups. Find where you belong, okay? Find where you belong. Yeah, we have progression, right? From 8 of Cups to 9 of Cups. And the 6 of Cups is like, for me, in this particular deck, it means home, family, something that makes you feel like home. And it also speaks about soulmates. See how they are in pairs. So there needs to be a relationship that you need to end. How can pile number... Can we get 3 more cards on how pile number 3 can let go of this burden and fly free to manifest their heart's desire? Once. How can pile number 3 let go of this burden and manifest their heart's desire? Can you give us an advice? Queen of Cups, following your intuition. One more card, please. Two of Swords. Yeah, you have a choice to make. Can we clarify the 10 of Wands or the 10 of Imps, please? Thank you. The Tower. Yeah, there is a burden. For some of you, you may take on more than what you can chew, and you have to let go of some of them. Clarify the Two of Swords. Clarify the Three of Wands. Yeah, this is like embracing something new. Going out of your comfort zone, so to speak. A comfort zone that probably have become like a prison for you, maybe. What about the Queen of Cups? Clarify the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Pentacles. I guess there is a relationship, like maybe if this is a relationship that is burdening you, it's because you have a memory with this person. Like, you see the moon here is smiling, and here are you alone, feeling happy and satisfied and fulfilled. But here we have couples, but the moon is not smiling. So Six of Cups is usually a card of nostalgia. So perhaps you already have an established relationship with someone, but somehow it has become too much of a burden for you because you have a lot of dreams you want to achieve. And with the Tower card, you have to kind of go within and ask yourself, ask your shadow self, ask your dark side, what is most important for my mental, emotional, and spiritual health right now? Is it prioritizing this relationship that has become stale, or that has become more of an obligation or more of a routine than something that is genuinely fun? Or should I live and pursue what my heart desire, or your soul calling, or where your intuition is leading you towards? Okay, where your intuition is leading you towards. Follow your intuition. I think you have to make a choice here. You have to make a choice to follow your intuition, your passion. I think with the yeah, I think this is like almost like with this cross, you have done your best, and it's now time to jump into a new adventure and not feeling guilty about the past. Like, release the past. Like, if you feel obliged to this person and you stay for them but it impedes your growth, then I think this is telling you it's time to start making room for something new to enter your life, something that will rejuvenate your spirit, something that will fulfill you. Yeah, and it will bring you prosperity with the 9 of Pumpkins, 9 of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see what you should do. Let's pull some oracle cards. What pile number 3 should do, Spirit, to achieve their dream despite this burden or obligation? I think the main message here is to make a transition. To make a transition and slowly moving from this rigid person who always prioritize family, always prioritize home life or obligation towards other people, into someone who also takes care of themselves. So make that transition from being a homebody to someone who is willing to answer what their heart and their soul is calling them towards. I don't know how to put it into English, sorry. Okay, so what is advice for pile number 3 on how they can reach their dreams and desire despite this obligation? Despite this obligation, what is a help available to them? Ooh. Help available for them. Ooh. Okay, let's address this one first. We have shared inspiration. Throw yourself into a new project. Be willing to let go of time constraint and rules, and really be aware of what fulfills your heart. I think you are being told to have some fun and not to just keep working and working and working. And I think if you don't resonate with the message of a relationship burdening you, or a relationship keeping you from reaching your heart's desire, then maybe you are being too hard on yourself. With micromanaging the universe and flexibility, it's like you have a dream or a desire that you want to achieve, but you are kind of being rigid about it. Like, I have to achieve this goal in this certain amount of time. But like I said in the beginning, be willing to a little bit loose with it, a little bit loose, and make it fun instead of hard. It's like whatever this dream you want to achieve, don't let it lose the fun of the journey. Don't lose the fun of the journey because you are too focused on the goal. Okay, so be loose with it. Like if in some days, say you are a tarot reader, and if in some days you feel like I'm sick with tarot, I need to take some rest, then take a rest and do other things on the side. Maybe you have other hobbies, maybe you love writing or sports or something, and do those other things, and this and and it will actually rejuvenate your spirit and makes you want to go back to your tarot reading, if you get what I mean. Okay, so be flexible with that. Don't just be like too laser focused on something, or be obsessed with just one thing or one way of doing things, or be like chained to a certain way of doing things, chained to a certain way of thinking. Or don't let yourself be chained by how other people, by a concept on how people should do things. Like, you do things that feels right for you, and also don't be chained to relationship that no longer serve you, just because this relationship is already like established for a long time. Like, people change, and sometimes you have to let go of old relationship to embrace the new, because we change, right? So, inner desires, set some intention. You are entering a phase of plenty, or may have a sudden windfall. Goals are within your grasp. Sudden windfall, I don't know, but I think this Seven of Swords is like suddenly there is going to be a way out for you to let go of this burden. Like for example, if you want to end things with a job, with a work relationship, or with a partner, but you don't know how to, it's like suddenly the universe will give you a good reason for you to end things with them. So yeah, it's like a sudden windfall, like a sudden luck, something like that. And that ties with this card of the end of the tough cycle approaches. Is there any other messages for pile number 3? Ooh. Final one, setting up parameters. Yeah, it's like build boundaries. So if a relationship or job or something has become too intrusive and it has like sucked your soul, set up boundaries. Assess your relationship and determine how they are aligned with your goals. See, setting boundaries requires an honest evaluation of your present relationship. So I think there are multiple messages here for different people. So for those of you, for some of you, the burden comes from a relationship that should have ended long ago. For others of you, it's you kind of wanting to reach your goal using the old ways of doing things instead of being flexible and have fun. For others of you, maybe you need to cooperate or delegate tasks with people so that your burden will not be so heavy. So be flexible on new opportunities, new chances, and new relationship. People change. You don't have to always stick to old ways of doing things or old relationship or old patterns of thinking. Final cards for you. Okay, advice for pile number 3 on how they can reach their goal despite this burden. Distant dream. The distant calls your heart to roam free. As you dare dream it, so must it be. Yeah, it's like be open to something new, and be courageous enough to walk away from your old life that is no longer serving you. Anything else? Hey, I think I need to take this. Change beckons. Yeah, the path is shifting, the road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. Palmistry, fortune and tarot, collective destiny. The palm lines from birth tell your sacred palmistry, listen to the notes of your intuition. So this is like the Queen of Cups, listening to your intuition. If something is no longer working, even if it's a long-term relationship, even if you feel obliged to this person, if it's no longer working for you, if it begins to affect your mental health, you have to face it, and be courageous enough to say, this has to end, okay? Because what is most important for you is your new life, your new chapter. One final message for pile number 3. How they can achieve their dream despite this. Reflect, may you discern and distill. Yeah, reflect on your relationship, on how you go about things, whether it's too rigid, whether you need to be more flexible. Believe, may the sea deepen your faith. Yeah, believe that everything is going to be okay. One more. Believe that things will be okay. Is there any other messages? Is there any other messages for pile number 3? One final messages. Thank you. Ease, may it be effortless. Yeah, flexibility. Like, it doesn't have to be hard. If you are more open towards new possibilities, this card keeps falling. I think it's telling you that it doesn't have to be hard. Like, what makes it hard is you not wanting to leave what is comfortable but what is no longer working. So be flexible. So it's like it doesn't mean that you have to resign from your job or break up with your boyfriend or girlfriend. It means with the 7 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, you can juggle 2 things, and then when there is opportunity for you to leave the old job or the old relationship, take it. And like, yeah, that's when you can tell the other person or your old job, okay, this is, I mean, my duty is over, and I'm being called to a different thing because I have changed. So you can juggle this and like alchemize the old life and your new life until you are fully ready to transition into your new life, and that way the cross will not feel so heavy, you know. So I hope that satisfies your question. I know that this is not an easy thing to do, but at least I hope I have made it clear to you that this burden is because you is still bearing the cross from your old life, and it's like the universe is going to open the door to a new chapter where you can eventually lay down this cross, or when you can eventually leave what is no longer serving you, what is outdated behind. Okay, so that's for you, pile number 3. I hope this resonates. I hope this helped. If you want a personalized reading, my details are down below in the description box. So yeah, you can contact me through my email. So thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.